trouble in store. The pressure is mounting. The fans are starting to lose. And a warm welcome to the Catalan capital, Barcelona. Our action comes to you from the RCDE Stadium. I'm Derek Ray, and sitting next to me with his tactics charts at the ready is Stuart Robson. I'm looking forward to bringing you action from the Spanish top flight, La Liga. It's Espanyol facing Real Madrid.
Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, pinning the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully we get a really good game here.
Oh, they might score here, Stuart. And a goal! 1-0, and what a fast start they've made to this game.
Well, just look at this again. He moves the ball quickly, he gets beyond his marker and he keeps his composure. It's an excellent finish.
Zaire Emery. Well, that attack collapsed completely.
No chance of getting through on that occasion, was there?
Guado. Paul Lozano. Looking for the final pass. Oh, surely! Can he put it away? And they couldn't add to their advantage.
Well, that would have put them in complete control. He should have scored there.
And continues his run. Opportunity to deliver the cross. Looking for the right angle. Oh, excellent goalkeeping! It's a short corner. And striking it. Oh, what a stop! Needs to clear it. Perfect tackle. Guado. Promising attack. This looks promising, and he might be through here. A goal! That's two for him today. They simply can't stop him. No wonder he's celebrating.
Well, here's the replay, and that's the perfect outcome. Right into the corner and in off the post. That's a very good goal.
So back underway, with the scoreline standing at 2-0. Really good attacking play. Well, danger averted thanks to his teammate. Cafu. In a decent position now. Cleared away, throw in. Paul Lozano. A really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. Good conditions for the counter. He's in behind. There it is! A goal to reduce the arrears and give them hope that they can turn this round.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace on the counter-attack. They were so quick to break out from their defensive positions. And then Haaland finishes it with such quality. Just look how much power he hits this with. It's a top-class goal from a top-class player.
So back underway at 2-1. Tight contest here. Puado. Lozano. And the ball with Edu Exposito. Oh, I thought they were onto something there. Vinicius Junior. And he's through here. An absolutely breathtaking spell. We were ready to write them off, but not anymore. All square now.
Well, just look at this again. The speed of counter-attack is so impressive, and there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
So on with the game, and what a game! Can you believe this? If you're wondering about stoppage time, 1 minute to be added on. Lozano. So at half-time, the two teams find themselves on level terms. Interested, Stuart, to know what you've made of Real Madrid's performance in particular.
Well, we said they'd score goals, and they've certainly been great going forward. But they've also looked open at the back, which has made for a terrific game. I'm sure we'll see more goals in the second 45.
So the second half begins. Who will steal the show? Slight miscue in the final third.
Yeah, they really did look solid on that occasion. Really good defending.
Edu Exposito. Paul Lozano. Well, we wondered if this deal was going to be done. In fact, it has now been done, Stuart.
Yeah, and at that price, it seems like very good business, doesn't it? Looking forward to seeing his debut, and hopefully he can hit the ground running.
Well, it's one pass after another. Delivered into the box. Well, they can keep possession of it now. Well, plenty of green space to run into. Could go ahead. What a commitment to defending. More action from La Liga coming up for you live here on EA TV. It's Espanyol, and they take on Rayo Vallecano. Well, we're into the final half hour. Edu Exposito. Puado. This is a joy to watch.
Yeah, they're so hard to play against.
Attack looks promising. But they took care of the situation defensively. And a very good challenge. Well, a real struggle for both sides on the possession front here. Can they make this count? Good strength to keep the ball. Now the attack fizzled out. Holland. Guado. Well, the defenders know they need to get tighter. Well, a cynical foul, no question. And so a caution it'll be.
Yeah, had to get a card for that challenge.
Well, Real Madrid are going to make the change now. Nicely timed tackle. Minge. Jude Bellingham. Warren Zaire-Emery. At this late stage, Real Madrid doing everything in their power to grab a winner. But faced by a goalkeeper inspired.
Well, what a massive moment that is. Such a good save at a crucial time as well.
Well, the manager has seen enough. Not his best game today. Holland. Promising possession, this. Did well to win it back. Well, it comes down to the final 5 minutes. Guado. And the ball with Edu Exposito. Well, the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. And on the front foot, this is great theatre. And so there we have it, full time here and a draw. A point apiece, both sides having to settle for that. What did you think of the Real Madrid performance?
Yeah, once again, they show just how good they are going forward. But if they defend as poorly as they did today, they'll have problems seeing games through. They need to work at that part of their game.
It's easy to see how, as a manager, he matches the DNA of the club. Everyone pulling in the same direction, and the fans can feel the synergy. Hello and welcome to the Spanish capital, Madrid. We're here at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu. I'm Derek Ray on the commentary gantry, and delighted to be joined, as always, by Stuart Robson. And a potentially exciting occasion on the cup front. It's Real Madrid up against Real Betis.
Well, we've got everything needed for a good game here. 2 motivated teams, a vibrant atmosphere and some very good players. Let's hope we're not disappointed.
But I'll tell you what, I really admire the fact that Jude Bellingham can do just about everything. He can score, he can set up chances, he can defend. What do you expect to see from him in this game?
Well, I don't think too many players can strike the ball as well as he can. He just hits it so cleanly, which makes him dangerous today.
And the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Iker Casillas begins in goal. Nuno Mendes plays with Cafu in the fullback positions. And leading the line today is Erling Haaland. And here's the starting 11 for Real Betis.
Well, it's a back five, but the front three will certainly offer a goal threat. However, to do that, they'll need their two central midfield players to control the middle of the park. It's basically a 5-2-3.
So the ball is rolling. The first half of this game underway. Juan Camilo Hernandez. Released it nicely. And that'll be a Betis throw-in. Zaire Emery. On to Haaland. Chances on. And a goal! Not wasting much time today. They strike first.
Well, just look at this again. The speed of counter-attack is so impressive, and there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
Well, back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. And now Gomez. Not a poor touch and unable to keep it in play. Throw in to come. Given away by Real Madrid. Well, shielding the ball admirably.
Well, he wasn't going to have that taken off him, was he?
Well, we've seen and felt the confidence right from the off, haven't we?
Yeah, the manager likes playing against this team. There's no doubt about that.
Abdessamad Ezalzouli. And that is how to win the ball. And a free kick given. Giovanni Lo Celso. And finding the flow. To square the game. That is tackling of the highest order. Giovanni Lo Celso. Abdessamad Ezalzouli. Oh, great attacking play. Likes to run with the ball at his feet. Fidalgo. Anthony. Anthony. Room to roam. And roaming free here. How about the cross? Well, strong play here. Is it going to be? Well, quite simply not precise enough from that position. Cafu. Bellingham. And he's broken free. And he's made it a brace for himself. The defender's just unable to stay with him. And he's having a field day.
Well, just look how exposed the keeper is. He's got absolutely no chance there, but they do take it well, you have to say.
So underway again, and a 2-0 advantage here. Juan Camilo Hernandez. So a throw in for Real Madrid. Konate. Now with Cafu. What can Real do from this position? Well, you've got to savour such moments.
Yeah, so good to watch.
Could be troublesome. Surely! Oh, a sensational stop!
Yeah, what a save that was. Brilliant reflexes from the keeper.
Now sending it in. Not the best clearance. Well, they survived the attack. And that is that. Half-time here in the Spanish capital. And the ball rolling again after what was a dazzling first 45 from Real. Can they repeat that in the second half? Well, beaten easily here. Happy to shoot. Excellent block.
Well, you won't see too many better blocks than that.
Fidalgo. Well, there to intercept. Holland, and a goal! They're running riot here, almost out of sight.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just look how well balanced he is. He knows he's going to be under pressure, but he shows great composure to hit the target. Well, he knows his team haven't been good enough in this game, but how does he change it?
3 goals without reply. Well, there's been a lot of media talk in the last few days about Leeds United, and the deal's been done, Stuart.
Well, at around £45 million, I think they're paid just the right sort of figure for him, because on his day, he can be a top-class player. I just hope he proves me right.
Nicely timed tackle. He has teammates around him. And that is offside. Well, there's nothing quite like the magic of the Cup, and we have the round of 16 to look forward to, live on EA TV. It's Real Madrid, and they take on Rayo Vallecano.
Well, only 16 teams left, so that game will be fiercely competitive. Really looking forward to it.
Juan Camilo Hernandez. Oh, good vision there. And making sure there was no danger in the end. Well, both sides finding it very challenging to keep the ball at the moment. Good run, very much in control of the situation. Can they do it? Corner given to Real Madrid. Substitution for Real Madrid. Short corner it is. Another goal! The lead grows to 4 now. A rampant display.
Well, here it is again, and you have to say it's the perfect delivery into the danger area. And the movement is good, making for a comfortable finish. It's a really great goal.
A lopsided contest, 4-0. Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. Abdessamad Desalzouli. Fidalgo. And a big match in La Liga to savour shortly on EA TV. It's Real Betis facing Sevilla.
And what a game that will be. Two good teams in a great stadium. I'm really looking forward to that one.
Oh, he's done it! But hang on, offside is the verdict here. It's not going to stand.
Well, you can tell he thought he was onside here, but the assistant, I think, got it absolutely right.
Fidalgo. His determination there for all to see. Luis. Gomez. Anthony. Giovanni Lo Celso. Now counter-attacking possibilities. Hold on! Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of that performance.
Well, just look at this again. The speed of counter-attack is so impressive. And this is Haaland at his very best. He's composed, he shows great technique, and he just smashes it beyond the keeper.
So underway again, but to my mind, this game is now as good as over. Fidalgo. Well, we've entered the final 5 minutes. Lo Celso. Intelligent ball. Opportunity. And a good save there. He's made a real difference, I must say, but the manager decides that this is the time to make a change. And over it comes. Well, he almost headed it in. And that's it, official now. Real Madrid have made it to the final.
Well, what a good attacking display that was. The passing, movement and creativity were of the highest quality. They'll certainly be confident going into the next round.
How good was Jude Bellingham in this match? For me, absolutely superb.
Well, he looked a top-class player today. Every time he touched the ball, he was a threat. And he worked so hard for the team as well. What a good display that was.
All eyes on one man, in terrific form and top scorer in the competition. Stay with us on EA TV as he tries for more. But I must say, it's always a delight to be broadcasting from this part of southern Spain. Our venue is the Estadio Nuevo Mirandilla. I'm Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, ready to provide all the technical and tactical analysis, is Stuart Robson. And a potentially exciting occasion on the cup front. It's Real Madrid, and they take on Osasuna.
Well, the atmosphere is building nicely here, and we've got two teams who like to play good football. Let's hope we get a good game here. It should be.
Well, Jude Bellingham has become one of the finest all-around midfield players in world football. That's no exaggeration. What do you expect to see from him today?
He's certainly going to be the key player today. Last time out, he scored those 2 goals, but it's his general play that was outstanding. Getting on the ball, making things happen, and he got his reward with the brace. And I'm expecting to see exactly the same again today.
And here's the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Iker Casillas begins in goal. Ibrahima Konate starts alongside Eder Militao in central defence. And the lone striker today is Erling Haaland. A look at the opposition starting lineup today.
Well, it's a 4-3-3 formation with a centre-forward and 2 wingers. So it's important that the midfield players give support to the striker whenever the ball goes wide. They can't allow him to be isolated.
A potentially absorbing contest as Real Madrid get things going. Ibrahima Konate. Attacking possibilities for Real. And there the move ends for now.
That's the way to defend in those situations. Excellent stuff.
Well, with the record they've built against this team, the manager certainly looks calm and confident.
Yeah, but I'm not sure that means too much today. This is a totally different game.
Real Madrid doing well to regain possession here. Well, he's been ruled offside. Jaramillo. Now look at this, they might be able to cash in here. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Warren Zaire-Emery. Vinicius Junior. Now what can they do from here? Can he give them the lead? And there it is, the opening goal, 1-0, and they'll feel they deserve it.
Well, he has to get his team playing again. This isn't going to plan.
So the match has restarted, 1-0 here. Oros. Can they open them up?
Yeah, lovely slick passing here.
Jaramillo. Aymar Oros. This could level it. Good pressure to win it back. Surely, frantic action from one end to the other. They weren't ahead for long, and this match is level again.
Well, as the replay shows, this is all about his ability to find space in the box, which then makes the finish look so much easier. That's good play from him.
So the ball is rolling again at 1-1. Now, who can he play it to? A fine reading of the situation. Good strength to keep the ball. And that is how to win the ball. So a throw in here. Oros. Jaramillo. Aymar Oros. Jaramillo on the ball. Letting the play flow. Trying to tee it up. And snuffing out the danger, but a corner coming up.
Yeah, he had to get it away, but the danger isn't over yet.
Who can he pick out? And the keeper able to hold on to it. Plenty of support here. Not putting so much effort into winning back possession. On attacking possibilities, but the danger averted for now. Might do damage on the break. Can he put them in front? Yes is the emphatic answer. And you have to say it was on the cards.
Well, I won't get tired of watching this. It's an outstanding bit of play. Just look how far he runs with the ball. That's a great goal.
So there we have it, 2-1. And there it is, the half-time whistle. So the referee's whistle, and into the second act of the drama. Plenty of support here. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Oros. Well, many have wondered if they would get it over the line in terms of the deal. They've succeeded, Stuart.
Well, he's certainly got ability. A lot of clubs have been in for him, but now he needs to fulfil that potential. He might just have to be patient, though.
Just the challenge that was required. Caramillo. Teammates in the middle. Can he get the shot off? It's a neat move. Surely the equaliser. Blocked it brilliantly. Ground to make up, and perhaps this corner can assist them. So making the substitution now. And he's fired over the corner. Oh, good hands there from the keeper. Not quite what he planned to do with it.
Well, for me, it's a poor piece of play from him.
Really determined play to hang on to it. That's an astute piece of defending, but now he has to be ready for the corner. Delivering it. And the counter-attack looks on. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Don't forget, there's live cup action from the round of 16 coming your way soon on EA TV. It's Real Madrid, and they take on Rayo Vallecano.
Well, we're down to the last 16 now, so plenty to play for in that game, in what will be a tough encounter.
And a yellow card it's going to be, Stuart.
Yeah, the ref's got that right. It's a yellow card all day long.
Into the box it goes. And now their turn to have the ball. Magnificent challenge to win it back. Well, he's certainly not alone. Quick counter could be on. Opportunity it is. And a goal it is for Real Madrid. They are on a victory course.
Well, just look at this again. The speed of counter-attack is so impressive, and his movement so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
So the ball is moving again. We've been treated to 4 goals. 3-1 the score. Oros. Oh, that's a clever ball. Excellent assessment of the situation at the back. Ready to break, perhaps? Well, disappointing end to the move. But a big match in La Liga to savour shortly on EA TV. It's Osasuna against Levante.
I like the look of that game. The atmosphere is always good inside that stadium, and two very good teams.
Oh, that's a really good run. Bellingham! And a goal to settle the issue once and for all.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder. And once he gets onto it, he just smashes it past the keeper with great technique. What an emphatic finish that is.
So underway again, but to my mind, this game is now as good as over.
Bellingham.
In the right place to cut out the pass. We've had the official word, there will be a minimum of 2 added minutes. Oh, beating his opponent with ease. A goal! And I'll tell you what, on this sort of form, very few would lay a glove on them.
Well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football at its very best. And there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
And there goes the referee's whistle. It's official now. They've won the trophy.
Well, it's a good win for them, and I think they deserved it today. They played well.
First piece of silverware, and that is never to be sniffed at, as the players applaud the fans who've been backing them today.
Well, they came here to win it, and that's exactly what they've done. And it's another trophy.
Now for the trophy lift. And I've spoken to a number of hardened pros down the years about this, Stuart. They've all said, don't take this for granted. Savour these moments.
Well, you're absolutely right, Derek. This is a lovely moment for everybody at the club. Fans included. They've certainly played their part, as you mentioned.
And now the players posing for the images that will be sent around the world.
And they'll certainly enjoy these moments. And then it's back to business straight away. But well played to them. They deserved it today.
You're looking at the heartbeat of the club. Calm, commanding, completely in control. You can see the players believe in him. Now the question is, just how far can he take them? Well, many of the fans have made their way along Metro Line 1 here in Madrid to the Estadio de Vallecas. I'm Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board alongside me is Stuart Robson, my commentary partner. And what we have coming up for you is action from the round of 16. It's Rayo Vallecano taking on Real Madrid.
Well, what an occasion this is for the home side and its supporters. Yes, of course, they're up against it today, but how they would love to cause a shock here. If they work as hard as they can, close their opponents down, defend with determination and get a little bit of luck, they may just pull off a surprise.
Well, Jude Bellingham rightly receives plenty of plaudits because he's a leader out there on the pitch. What might we see from him in this game?
I thought he was brilliant last time out. Scored a couple of goals, but it was his general play as well that was excellent. Coming short to receive the ball, making runs in behind defenders. He was outstanding, and I'm sure we're going to see more of the same today.
Here's how it looks for Rayo Vallecano.
Well, good luck to the two midfield players, I would say, because in this system, they have to do a lot of work and at times will be overrun. But if the wingers play well, it should be a very interesting match.
And the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Iker Casillas begins in goal. Eder Militao plays alongside Ibrahima Konate in central defence. And handed the task of playing up front is Erling Haaland. And away we go, the first half of this game. Well, he keeps going. But they dealt with the threat posed. Gallo. Castillo. Mumin. Antonino Gallo. He's a manager who's held the upper hand in past encounters.
Yeah, and he just seems to know how to play against this team, doesn't he?
And quick thinking defensively.
Well, they've defended that really well. They look very organised there.
And he's through here. In it goes! Real Madrid take the lead in the derby. And that has silenced the majority in here.
Well, let's look at this again, because the transition when the ball changes hands is so quick and his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head: smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
Are back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Had no interest in losing possession. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Could play it in. Decent idea. And he might be through here. And there it is! 2 goals in a matter of minutes. Incredible stuff.
Well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football at its very best. And the movement is good, making for a comfortable finish. It's a really great goal.
Golden
2-0 here, and the ball is moving again.
Bellingham.
It's with Castillo. Promising position, this. Can he get one back? Oh, no, is the answer. It was a gilt-edged opportunity. He couldn't avail himself of it.
You have to say that's a big chance missed. He had to score there. That makes it difficult now.
Jude Bellingham. Teammates available. Well, disappointing end to the move. No let-up on the pressing front. Diogo Dalot. a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. Valverde. Zaire Emery. And Bellingham. Bellingham! And that's the hat-trick! Tearing apart this defence time and again. They simply can't handle him.
Well, as you can see, the defending is all over the place. That's far too easy for the attackers. The goalkeeper's got absolutely no chance there.
So on they go again, and every indication that Real are going to stroll to victory here. Well, somebody's got to stop him. This looks interesting. Lopez. And he's outdone himself. Wonderful save there. And deciding to go short with this one. Well, that effort lacked a bit of oomph, it has to be said.
Well, the finish just lacked quality. Should have scored, really.
Excellent run in possession. Well, didn't go to plan in the end. Diogo Dalot. Well-worked piece of pressing. Mendy with it. So out for a throw-in. Unai Lopez. Perfect tackle. Well, just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages here. Warren Zaire Emery. And striking it! And so there it is. The first half is in the history books now here at the Estadio de Vallecas. So back underway here into the second half. Unai Lopez. Oh, fancy footwork. But no damage done, that's the main thing. He has teammates around him. And that is offside. Diogo Dalot. And the fans are lapping this up. The manager has them on the cusp of a victory in the derby.
Yeah, a win today will certainly make the manager a hero. What a performance they've put in today.
Just nicked on the way through. And a substitution in the offing. Played over. Oh, how did that not go in? Shaping to shoot. And really didn't miss by much, did he?
Yeah, on another day, that flies into the back of the net.
Zaire Emery. And he's through here. A goal! And I'll tell you what, on this sort of form, very few would lay a glove on them.
Well, just look at the defending here. The keeper is left totally exposed. It's an easy goal in the end, but well taken.
A lopsided contest, 4-0. Rojas. Great weight on the pass.
Oh, that's great awareness.
And Mendy has it. Antonino Gallo. Oh, good idea. Keeper was there to meet it. Let's see about the delivery. Counter-attacking chance. And he's in. A goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest.
Well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football at its very best. And when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
Oh my goodness, it's so one-sided. 5-0 in this match. Diogo Dalot. It's with Lopez. Able to skip past his man. Well, you really have to applaud the ambition. Well, that's how to do it inside your own penalty area. Now, options are plenty. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Now, perhaps they can counter from here. Rojas. Oh, nice ball over the top. Real Madrid couldn't maintain possession. Given away again. And that goes down as an effort that he's not going to be remembering fondly. He's been influential today, but the manager decides to make a personnel switch at this point. Rewarded for that brilliant high press. Oh, that's a fine-looking pass. And he has options available. Is this the moment? Well, a solid piece of goalkeeping. Haaland. Federico Valverde. Opportunity it is. Oh, burying them beneath an avalanche of goals. No let up here.
Well, just look at this again. The speed of counter-attack is so impressive, and his movement so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
Well, it's an out-and-out pasting. 6-0. And we are going to have 2 additional minutes. Mendy. The referee's whistle, full time it is, and Real Madrid are the side who move on.
Well, what a good attack and display that was. The passing, movement and creativity were of the highest quality. They'll certainly be confident going into the next round.
The manager has already hit the 200 mark in terms of career wins. Can he add to his total today, live on EA TV? Well, it really is a sparkling day for football at one of the great venues in the world game, the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu in Madrid. I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, at the microphone. And sitting alongside me is the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfield player, Stuart Robson. An action coming up from the Spanish top division, La Liga. It's Real Madrid up against Real Sociedad.
As is always the case, the team that dominates midfield will be the team that controls the flow of the game. And that, for me, is the area that's key today.
And let's dissect the Real Madrid side. Iker Casillas begins in goal. Nuno Mendes plays with Cafu in the fullback positions. And the lone striker today is Erling Haaland. And the starting 11 for Real Sociedad.
Well, it's regarded as a negative shape. If they control the middle of the park, play some expansive football, the wide players can then come in field to join the centre forward, and the fullbacks can push on. Let's hope they do that today.
So here we go, an exciting 90 minutes in prospect. Ayen Munoz. Luka Sucic. Now with Diaby. Zubeldia. Gomez. Zubeldia on the ball. Well, managers often don't like to talk about themselves, it's all about the team, but we should congratulate him for having reached the 200 career wins mark.
Yes, we should, but he'll say all the right things at the press conference. It's not about him, he didn't even know it was 200, but inside, he'll know just what an achievement this is.
This is a joy to watch.
Yeah, brilliant stuff and great to watch.
Real Sociedad unable to retain it. Now a decent position. Offside quite clearly. Well, Jude Bellingham rightly receives plenty of plaudits because he's a leader out there on the pitch. What might we see from him in this game?
Well, what a game he had last time out. 4 goals, he was absolutely outstanding. So clinical in front of goal, he was a constant threat, and whenever he got a chance, he was ruthless.
And teammates around him. But nothing comes of it. Good defending it was. And space to run into. Annoyingly, there it breaks down.
Really good defending there.
Well, the situation has changed in the Barcelona match. Let's get deep. Well, it could be on for him here. Well, unfortunately, we had to interrupt Alex just then. Just to confirm, Barcelona did score in that match, and they now hold a 1-0 lead. Sucic. Now with Diaby. It'll be a Real Sociedad throw. Diaby. Luka Sucic. Zubeldia on the ball. Munoz. On to Diaby. Zubeldia. Diaby. Victor Gomez. Very effective passing sequence. Sucic. Now they can reorganise.
Well, no frills defending there. Just get the ball away from danger.
Jude Bellingham. Unable to get himself back on side here.
Well, he was always going to be offside. That was the wrong option.
Moussa Diaby. Zubeldia on the ball. Diaby. Very quick thinking there. Bellingham. Able to skip past his man. Sucic. Munoz. And the first half is in the history books here at the Bernabeu. So underway in the second half, both teams very defensive-minded. Let's hope that changes. Well, it did look promising, but no threat in the end.
Well, that's good defending. Just snuffed out the danger there.
Oh, what an opportunity. And a goal! That will do it. They've been pushing for it, and now they've been rewarded.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
So on with the match, and that goal has given the game a decidedly different feel. Well, many have wondered if they would get it over the line in terms of the deal. They've succeeded, Stuart.
Well, this is probably his last big money move. But I would say he's still in great shape. He's still a top-class player and one that will make them a much better team.
That was a dreadful tackle. Well, the referee saw it as a bookable offence.
And I think he's got it absolutely right. That was a poor challenge, you have to say.
Victor Gomez. Luka Sucic. Will have no intention of losing out. And so 30 minutes left for play in this one. Well, all doing their bit to keep them out. Right, just hearing, changing circumstances in the Barcelona game. What's happened, Alex Scott?
Yeah, it's a goal for Barcelona. It was a nice one too, and then he coolly slotted it around the goalkeeper. They're back in this now with 63 minutes played.
Thanks as always to Alex Scott. A lot more action coming your way live on EA TV. Stuart and I will be with you for this one. Thoroughly looking forward to it. It's Real Madrid versus Stuttgart.
And what a game that will be. Two good teams in a great stadium. I'm really looking forward to that one.
Looking for the right angle. Can he score? And you have just witnessed a really high-class save.
Well, you won't see a better reaction save than that. That is a superb piece of goalkeeping.
Keen to take it short here. And teammates around him. Counter-attacking chance. Will it open up? Stopped a certain goal.
Well, not only was that brave, it was brilliant anticipation.
Luka Sucic. Distributing it well. And look at this! Oh, heroic goalkeeping late on here.
Well, we often talk about strikers winning matches. This time, it's the keeper. What a save that was.
Well, he almost nodded that one in. Right, news coming through from the Barcelona game. Let's get an update. Oh, he's through here. Well, they're allowing him to... Well, that surely would have put this game to bed.
Well, definitely. That would have won the game for him. That's a bad miss. Well, just listen to the noise in here. These Real fans are doing everything to get their team over the finish line, and there's not long left now.
Well, apologies to Alex for having to cut her off when we did. Just to confirm, Barcelona did score in that match, and they're on top currently, 3-1. And credit due, a good intervention. Oh, they'll be disappointed. It looked promising. 2 minutes of stoppage time coming up. Sucic. Real Sociedad unable to hold on to it. Oh, might be. And the referee says that will do it. It's the end of the game, and it's a victory for Real Madrid. Their fans are going to be happy with this.
Yes, Derek, there wasn't much in it, to be honest. Really competitive game with chances at both ends, but they probably just about edged it overall and deserved the result in the end.
But I think when Jude Bellingham doesn't dazzle completely, it is a slight surprise. It would be fair to say he didn't dazzle this time around.
Well, he didn't have his best game, but he still played a part in the team's victory. He certainly made a contribution.
It's all about the cup today, and two teams intent upon consolidating their push for silverware. A tie that has plenty to commend it, and expect a few twists and turns along the way. Stay tuned, we'll have all the action for you live from the Bernabeu here on EA TV. Well, when you sit here at the Bernabeu and look around, you're conscious of history. What a venue. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me in the commentary box, providing expert analysis, is Stuart Robson. And it's a league phase game that's on the menu in the Champions League. It's Real Madrid up against Stuttgart.
Well, if Real Madrid play at their best, they should clinch top spot. They certainly deserve to. They've been excellent so far.
And here's the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Iker Casillas begins in goal. Nuno Mendes plays with Cafu in the fullback positions. And handed the task of playing up front is Erling Haaland. Haaland! Haaland! Oh, what a stop! It's a short corner. Giving it a go. There it is. The opening goal of this match. And what a start they've made.
Well, here's the replay. It's certainly a well-delivered ball into the area. And then what a strike. That's hit with such ferocity. Certainly no stopping that. That's a great goal.
Back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Cafu. Well, after the turn of events last time out, the home side know full well they're guaranteed a safe passage into the knockout stages.
Well, they've qualified, which is great, but they'll still want to put in another good performance today, especially in front of these fans.
And Real doing well to win it back. Haaland. Offside the decision. Undav. And he read it well. Opportunity it is. And it's in! Real Madrid firmly in charge here.
Well, as you can see, the defending is all over the place. That's far too easy for the attackers. The goalkeeper's got absolutely no chance there.
So 2-0 now. Angelino. Angelo Stiller. Denis Undav. Moving the ball really well here. Well, they couldn't keep that sequence going, unfortunately. Quick break could be on. Can they take advantage? And it's 2 for him today. A masterful performance. The defenders unable to stop him.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace in transition. They're so quick to get out from the back, and the timing of the run is just as good. As for the finish, it was never in doubt.
So on they go again, and every indication that Real are going to stroll to victory here. Stiller. Well, I believe changing circumstances in the Atletico game. Alex Scott, who's found the net?
It's a goal for Atletico Madrid. It's all even Stevens at 1-1 with 32 minutes on the clock.
Thanks for the update, Alex. Tomas. Might lead to a chance. Must be. Marvellous anticipation. And possession secured. Keeper's ball. Vinicius Junior. Oh, this is looking promising. A goal! An exceptional performance, this. 4 to the good now.
Well, here's the replay, and just look how quickly they break forward once they win the ball back. And his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
Well, they just have to get on with it here, knowing that it is a gargantuan task facing them. Denis Undav. Decent position. Can he put it away? Oh, that is a terrific save.
Well, that's a great save from that sort of range. Really good reflexes.
Trying to pick out a teammate. Kicked it out and cleared it away. Pressing like that will help the cause. Well, there is going to be stoppage time, but only the 1 minute. Drifting infield. And that is that. Half-time here in the Spanish capital. Well, there aren't too many players quite like Vinicius Junior, and I know you've enjoyed his performance up to this point, Stuart.
Well, the keeper will be sick at the sight of him. He's been shooting from everywhere, and he's taken his goals really well.
Well, the ball moving again, and Real very much in charge of this one. And just like that, broken up.
Well, that's a good turnover, isn't it?
Oyarzabal. Good run, very much in control of the situation. Could be dangerous. Well, not much came of that. Well, more exciting La Liga action coming up for you here on EA TV. It's Real Madrid.
Oh, he can score here, Derek.
It's still alive, and you cannot argue with a hat-trick. Simply unstoppable today.
Well, here we can see it again. Normally I'm the first to point the finger at a goalkeeper, but I think it's a good initial save. I'm not sure he could have done much more. Just a bit unfortunate, really, that it dropped to an opponent.
Oh, my goodness, it's so one-sided. 5-0 in this match. Angelino. Clear to see who got the last touch, so a throw-in it'll be. Tomas. Well, it goes without saying we have plenty more live action coming up here on EA TV. And Stuart and I are thoroughly looking forward to being with you.
Great opportunity here.
And over the touchline for what will be a Stuttgart throw. Oh, that's a fine-looking pass. And he stopped them in their tracks. That's a good-looking pass. Oh, surely! And this time it's in! Fabulous goal! And just look at the celebrations. A glut of goals. 5-1 it is. Vinicius Junior. And news coming through of a goal that's gone in the PSG match. Alex Scott can tell us more.
Yes, another goal for PSG.
Oh, wait a minute, could be in here. Oh, burying them beneath an avalanche of goals. No let up here.
Well, just look at this again. He moves the ball quickly, he gets beyond his marker and he keeps his composure. It's an excellent finish.
Well, we did have to cut off Alex for understandable reasons in this case. To confirm, Paris Saint-Germain have scored in that match, and they're in front at the moment by 2-1. Angelo Stiller. And into the last 15 minutes of action. Takes it on. Oh, excellent goalkeeping. Well, they are committed to making the substitution here. Over it comes. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Well, maybe a good position from which to counter. And look at this! In it goes! He's made it a brace for himself! No stopping him, apparently!
Well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football at its very best. But there's still plenty for him to do. Under all sorts of pressure from the defender, he's just able to keep him at bay and finishes with aplomb. It's a great goal.
So the match has restarted, but you do feel that is that. Angelino. Good-looking ball.
Oh, that's great awareness.
And able to get a body in the way. Just have to make sure they don't get caught on the counter-attack. Opportunity it is. A goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace on the counter-attack. They were so quick to break out from their defensive positions. And then Haaland finishes it with such quality. Just look how much power he hits this with. It's a top-class goal from a top-class player.
Undav. And the electronic board delivers the news. 2 minutes of stoppage time. And that brings the attack to an end.
Yeah, that really did stop the move in its tracks.
And the final whistle has sounded. It's official now. They've won the league phase.
Yeah, they've been excellent throughout the tournament, and today you saw why they are one of the favourites to win the whole thing.
What a performance by Vinicius Junior. Not that it's any great surprise that we're uttering those words.
Yeah, all smiles as he grabs the match ball. He just had too much for the opposition today. They just couldn't handle him.
This is the one. A showdown you won't want to miss. Two top teams both fighting for supremacy, lock horns in what could be the game that changes everything. Who will rise to the occasion? It's Valencia. They take on Real Madrid, and it's coming up next on EA TV. The floodlights are shining down on the players here at the Estadio Mestalla. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me to provide expert analysis is Stuart Robson. And we're focusing on, technically speaking, one of the best leagues in the world. I'm talking, of course, about La Liga. It's Valencia, and they take on Real Madrid.
Well, it doesn't matter how good your players are or what formation they're playing in, you have to earn the right to play. And I'm sure that would have been reiterated by both managers in the dressing room. It promises to be a really good game here.
And here's the lineup for Valencia.
Well, although we have it down as a 4-5-1, it's actually more likely to be a 4-2-3-1. They play with two holding midfield players, a number 10 and two wingers. The system has a nice balance to it.
Minge. Vinicius Junior. Now Eder Militao. Jude Bellingham. Holland. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Liam Delap. Andre Almeida. Oh, might be. Crucial intervention just then amid impending danger. Bellingham. On to Holland. Could be. And danger still. And I think the threat has been averted.
Well, what a start that would have been for Real. But you have to say it's a really good stop by the keeper. The warning signs are there, though.
Well, of course, Real Madrid would rather be playing at the Bernabeu, but they don't mind being away from home either, and the record backs that up, Stuart.
Well, 8 wins from 10 games says everything about their ability to dominate games away from home. They press high up the field, they win the ball back in good areas, and then show their quality from there.
Saad. Miranda. Andre Almeida. And he read it well defensively. Well, neither side wants ownership of the ball.
Well, at some point, this has to become more cohesive.
Can they forge ahead? They do! And you've got to say they're good value for the lead.
Well, here's the replay, and just look how quickly they break forward once they win the ball back, while the movement in the box is equal to it. It's such good timing. What a goal.
So, the ball is moving again. Will there be a quick response from Valencia following that concession? There needs to be. Matty Cash. On to Delap. Well, they keep the ball moving.
Now, where's the penetration?
Slight miscue in the final third. Haaland. Well, he keeps going. Is it going to be? And he scored not once, but twice. They simply cannot stop him. And no wonder he's enjoying himself.
Well, let's have another look at this, because Haaland shows great skill to go beyond the defender, and it all leads to a very tidy finish. He just guided it with great technique into the net. It's a really good goal.
2-0 now, and back underway. Andre Almeida. Real Madrid have given us away. Liam Delap. To reduce the arrears. And there it is! Still life left in this game. And they have the momentum now.
Well, it's a good finish, as you can see. Look at the bend he puts on the ball. The keeper just can't get across to it. That's an excellent goal.
So back underway, and who's to say Valencia can't find another goal? Well, how many players would have the confidence to try that? Simply magnificent.
Well, as you can see, that's a wonderful finish. He just sees the keeper off his line and lifts it over him. That was a great bit of skill.
So there it is, 3-1 the current scoreline here. And the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. And so the first half draws to a close. No great surprises here, taking into account Real Madrid's wonderful away record.
Well, that first 45 shows you why they have such a good away record. Their speed on the counter-attack was devastating, and the finishing just so clinical. They just need to keep their focus now to record another great away win.
So off and running again, and there was a real gulf in class in the first 45. Will we see an improved effort from Valencia in the second? Matty Cash. Andre Almeida. O'Brien. Miranda. Good-looking move. Will it happen for them? He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Haaland. And he might be through here. And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see.
Well, just look at this again. The speed of counter-attack is so impressive, and when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
Well, on they go again, and Real very much in control. Matty Cash. Well, a memorable win in the making, perhaps. And the manager could give the fans plenty of reasons to smile.
Yeah, they're in a great position here. Just need to keep the intensity up now.
Haaland. Trying to tee it up. Andre Almeida. Saad. On to Dela. And quick thinking defensively.
Really good defending there.
Haaland. Now with Bellingham. Opportunity it is. A goal! An exceptional performance this. 4 to the good now.
Well, you have to ask, where's the defending? The keeper is completely exposed, but he still had to finish it, and he did it really well. It's a good goal.
A glut of goals. 5-1 it is. Saad. Andre Almeida. Saad. Using his physical strength to make sure he doesn't lose the ball.
That's held up so well there.
Might lead to a chance. Well, nothing comes of the attack when all is said and done. Quick break could be on. Well, they need to get bodies back. Well, it was very much on and close.
Well, I have to say, that was a really exciting attack. Just didn't have the finish.
And possession lost by Real Madrid. Saad. Well, there's been so much talk about a potential transfer, but it's potential no more. It's fact.
Well, at around £60 million, I think he'll prove to be an excellent signing. Yes, he'll be under pressure, but he's got the character and, more importantly, the ability to cope with it.
Could be troublesome. And it's opening up. Monster piece of defending. Substitution time it is here. Now how about the short corner? Taking one for the team. And Real Madrid have the ball again. Andre Almeida. Here's Matty Cash. The referee has decided there will be just 1 minute of added time. And the referee says that will do it. It's the end of the game, and it's a victory for Real Madrid. Their fans are going to be happy with this.
Well, it was a very assured performance, wasn't it? I was particularly impressed with their play going forward. Really lively, almost cutting through at will at times. The result was never much in doubt, if I'm honest.
All eyes on one man, in terrific form and top scorer in the competition. Stay with us on EA TV as he tries for more. Hello, good evening to you wherever you are. The first piece of news to bring you is the fact that the heavens have opened. A rainy night here. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting next to me here on the commentary gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham United midfield man, Stuart Robson. And the pressure is on. It is, after all, the final league phase game for these two sides. It's Slavia Prague, and they take on Real Madrid.
The scene is set for a really good game tonight. We've got a great atmosphere inside this stadium. Let's hope the players perform.
The initial 11 today for the hosts.
Well, if they're going to play as a 4-4-2, they must make sure they stay compact out of possession and then stretch the pitch when they do have the ball. How they play in transition is going to be key today.
So the ball is rolling, the first half of this game underway. Moses. Strong challenge. Oh, got into position brilliantly.
Good reading of the game.
Oh, useful ball. In with a chance. And a goal! They start as they mean to continue. They make the opening statement.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace on the counter-attack. They were so quick to break out from their defensive positions. And this is Haaland at his very best. He's composed, he shows great technique, and he just smashes it beyond the keeper.
So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. Well, the table sums it up. The fans have really enjoyed their away days in this campaign so far.
Yeah, quite simply, they've been the best team in the league phase. They've been absolutely brilliant.
Well, just hearing something important has happened in the Stuttgart game, so let's get an update, shall we, from Alex Scott.
Yeah, it's a goal for Barcelona. It's now 1-0 with 11 minutes played.
Thanks as always to Alex Scott. And that's great work to keep it in play. Jurasek. Individual brilliance. Weighted well. And it's a goal. Level again. What a match this is turning out to be.
Well, as you can see, the weight of the through ball is key to this goal, while the movement in the box is equal to it. It's such good timing. What a goal.
Vinicius Junior. And Real's creative tendencies coming to the fore. Still working away. Moses on the ball. Moses. Hashioka. Moses. Right, news coming through of a goal in the Spurs game, and Alex Scott will tell us about it.
Yeah, it's a goal for Spurs. They've scored the opener here with 26 minutes played.
Alex, thank you very much. Federico Valverde. Zaire Emery. Cafu. Oh, big opportunity. And a goal! Just like that, they're back in front.
Well, just look how exposed the keeper is. He's got absolutely no chance there, but they do take it well, you have to say.
So there we have it, 2-1. Jurasek. Moimir Hitil. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Now, a goal update for you from the Borussia Dortmund game. Alex Scott?
Yes, it's a goal for Borussia Dortmund. They're now behind by 1 with 33 minutes played.
Thank you, Alex. Hashioka. Just the challenge that was required. Oh, surely! Oh, that is a top-quality piece of goalkeeping. And over it comes. Chance to equalise. Timely intervention. Moses. So the whistle then. We're up the halfway stage in this match. Well, a good first half showing by Jude Bellingham. No great surprise there. How would you sum up what we've seen from him?
He took his goal well and was a constant threat throughout that first half. I thought he showed a lot of skill to get out of tight situations, and he had a real impact on the plate.
Second half underway, with Real looking to build upon a positive first half showing. Oh, it might be! And it's a double for him in this game. No way for the opposition to contain him. And no wonder he's off celebrating.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
Daiki Hashioka. The ball back with Real now. Cafu. The ball with Jori. That's a good-looking ball. Oh, that's high-level defending.
Well, what an important moment that could prove to be.
This looks interesting. Moimir Hitil. Moses. And an opening. Well, he so badly wanted to net another one, but the keeper playing his part.
Well, maybe that should have been his second, but you can see another one coming. He's playing so well here.
Cafu. Well, he's certainly not alone. But they dealt with the threat posed. More action from La Liga coming up for you live here on EA TV. It's Real Madrid versus Celta Vigo. Determined defending. Now, from what I'm hearing, there's been a goal in the Bayern Munich game. Over to Alex for the information.
Yeah, it's a goal for Bayern. They've pulled ahead by 2 with 66 minutes played.
Alex, thank you very much. Moses with it. This is looking threatening. Moses. Well, you can sense the threat is there, but then the one that goes astray. Really fine play to keep possession. Ah, the art of beating your opponent. Looking to get back into it. And the cross into the middle. Well, that's the end of that for now. Ready to break, perhaps? And a disappointing end to that. Well, just hearing something important has happened in the Stuttgart game, so let's get an update, shall we, from Alex Scott.
Yes, it's a goal for Stuttgart. It's all level again at 2-2 with 80 minutes played.
Thank you, Alex. Chances on. And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see.
Well, here's the replay, and just look how quickly they break forward once they win the ball back. And when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
So the match has restarted, but you do feel that is that. 5 minutes to go. Moses. Nice looking pass. Konate. Warren Zaire-Emery. Not a huge chunk of added time, 1 minute. Likes to run with the ball at his feet. And now it is truly final. The match is over. Well, evidence again of just what a fine all-around player Jude Bellingham is. He always strives for excellence, doesn't he?
Well, he was outstanding in most facets of the game. He made good decisions, he showed great tactical understanding, and he affected the result. Brilliant performance from him.
The cameras are fixed to one man. What a fabulous start to the season for him. Does he have more goals in his future? Stay with us. Hello and welcome to a stadium that was first opened way back in 1928. We're in Vigo, we're at the Estadio Abanca Balaidos. I'm Derek Ray and I'm joined for expert analysis by Stuart Robson. And on the menu for you today, live action from La Liga EA Sports. It's Celta Vigo and they take on Real Madrid.
Well, often we talk about the tactics, the individual players that are missing, but so often it's the mentality of the players that is key to winning any football game. Which of these teams has the right attitude today is the big question.
And here's how it looks for Celta Vigo.
Well, it's a 3-4-2-1, so it's going to be interesting to see what's expected of the wing-backs here. Are they going to be high up the field or drop deeper to make a back five? Only time will tell.
And the starting players for Real Madrid. Iker Casillas begins in goal. Cafu starts with Nuno Mendes in the fullback positions. And the main threat in attack today should be Erling Haaland. And Real come away with it. Well, it's a decent-looking attack, this. A real opening now. An early goal. It is the ideal opening.
Well, as you can see, what an excellent back heel this is to set up the goal. And his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
Well, the ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? And back now with Martinez. Moriba. Well, not a fixture they generally relish, but a solid start here could change everything.
Well, it's a difficult game, so he's going to need a big performance from his team here.
Attacking with vigour. Has the strength to hang on to it. Oh, might be. Well, you have to say, he's going to be very cross with himself.
He'll certainly be disappointed with that. That was a poor effort.
Vinicius Junior. Now with Bellingham. Very quick thinking there. Moriba. Now Martinez. Moriba. Good run, very much in control of the situation. Moriba. Well, a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. He's in with a chance. And a goal it is for Real Madrid. They are on a victory course.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace in transition. They're so quick to get out from the back, and there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
So underway again, and a 2-0 advantage here. Moriba. Well, if you're the opposing defender, you've really got to keep a weather eye on Erling Haaland. What are you expecting to see from him in this game, Stuart?
Well, he's certainly on fire at the moment. He looks fit, he looks sharp, and he's full of confidence. He's just been too hot to handle, and I fully expect him to score again today and eventually break that record.
Oh, that's a fine-looking pass. Chance here. And it goes! Well, it's one goal after another. A highly impressive performance.
Well, just look at this again. The speed of counter-attack is so impressive. And then the shot could not be hit any better. Struck with such venom. Great goal.
So on they go again, and every indication that Real are going to stroll to victory here. Mendes. It's with Vinicius Junior. Well, brilliant work to keep that one in play. will save.
Well, what a piece of goalkeeping that was. He's moved so quickly to make that save. Absolutely brilliant.
Elects to go short. Decent chance. Oh, good work by the keeper. Well, behind for another corner. Short corner it is. Taking one for the team. Cafu is with Vinicius Junior. Can he find the net? Well, a solid piece of goalkeeping. Playing it short. Gives it a go. And he's kept it out, fully stretched, somehow reaching it. So the sound of the half-time whistle here at the Estadio Abanca Balaidos. Well, I must say, Vinicius Junior really giving an excellent account of himself. He's been very hard to play against.
Well, he's been a joy to watch so far. He's got so much ability, and it was also a very good finish for his goal. He's been excellent.
So back underway, and an intriguing second half in prospect. Ilaix Moriba. Promising position, this. Oh, that's a clever ball. Oh, big opportunity. A lot of talk in the various sports blogs about Fulham and their new signing, and we can now say that it's official, Stuart.
Well, the figure that's being quoted is around the £35 million mark, which in my view looks to be just about right. Let's hope he fits in quickly and justifies that price tag.
Haaland. In position. A goal! An exceptional performance, this. 4 to the good now.
Well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football at its very best. And the finish is just as good. That's an excellent goal.
And time for the change now. A lopsided contest, 4-0. Dodo. And into the last 30 minutes now. Well, just a quick reminder, we'll have live cup action for you, quarter-final action to boot on EA TV. It's Celta Vigo against Barcelona.
Everything to play for in that game. A place in the last 4. What a game that should be. It should be really tense. It should be dramatic.
Hang on a minute, Stuart. Opportunity unfolding. Well, well, well. How many players would have the confidence to try that? Simply magnificent.
Well, just look at this again. The speed of counter-attack is so impressive. And then just take a look at this. He sees the keeper off his line, and it's such a classy finish. Just lifts it over him. Beautiful goal.
My goodness, it's so one-sided. 5-0 in this match. Dodo. And now Cafu. Well, we're moving towards a very exciting stage in the cup competition, the quarter-final stage, live on EA TV. It's Real Madrid, and they'll be faced. And it's a double for him in this game. No way for the opposition to contain him. And no wonder he's off celebrating.
Well, just look how exposed the keeper is. He's got absolutely no chance there, but they do take it well, you have to say.
Well, it's an out-and-out pasting. 6-0. Unai Núñez. Well, a goal to let you know about in the Osasuna game. And with all the information, here's Alex Scott.
It's another goal for Valencia. After a well-worked move, he got himself on the end of a cross with a beautiful header. They've pulled one back and now trail by 1 with 76 minutes on the clock.
Many thanks, Alex. Real Madrid have given it away. That's useful play. So, a corner here. Well, they've decided to make a change. He's driven in the corner. Again, they couldn't keep it, Real Madrid. Not ideal, losing it there. And keeps it out, showing lightning-fast reactions.
Yeah, what a remarkable save. He was so alert there.
He's been a joy to watch, no two ways about that. But the manager bringing on a fresh player now. So the corner played into the box. Oh, that's superb goalkeeping, under quite a bit of pressure. He has teammates around him. Bellingham. That's a good-looking ball. Oh, could be. Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of their performance.
Well, this is a very tidy finish, as you can see. He's under so much pressure, but his strength just allows him to hit through the ball cleanly. It's an excellent goal.
The referee has decided that 2 additional minutes are in order. Svensson. And there's the full-time whistle. Maximum points for Real Madrid.
Well, it was a very assured performance, wasn't it? I was particularly impressed with their play going forward. Really lively, almost cutting through at will at times. The result was never much in doubt, if I'm honest.
His performance in this particular game will have impressed many people, Stuart.
Well, he gave that back line a torrid time, didn't he? He was far too sharp for them, always looking to play on the shoulder, took his goals well too. Clearly the difference maker today.
You can feel it in the stands and in the atmosphere, as well as in the songs from the supporters. A manager who has won their hearts and could now go on to make history. A wet night in store for all concerned. Good evening and welcome. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me in the commentary box, providing expert analysis, is Stuart Robson. And a very important occasion stands before us. We're at the quarter-final stage in the Cup. It's Real Oviedo, and they take on Real Madrid.
Well, what an occasion this is for the home side and its supporters. Yes, of course, they're up against it today, but how they would love to cause a shock here. If they work as hard as they can, close their opponents down, defend with determination and get a little bit of luck, they may just pull off a surprise.
Well, Jude Bellingham has become one of the finest all-around midfield players in world football. That's no exaggeration. What do you expect to see from him today?
He comes into this game full of confidence because in the last match, he was outstanding. He got his 2 goals, but his general play made him the best player on the pitch by a long way.
And the lineup for the home side.
Well, it's great to see them playing with the front two, but for it to work, they need to have a good understanding. They need to link up with each other and provide a different set of skills.
And the starting players for Real Madrid. Iker Casillas begins in goal. Cafu starts with Nuno Mendes in the fullback positions. And the main threat in attack today should be Erling Haaland. So underway here. Let's see what this game has in store for us. Yanis. Colombato. Well, the power was there. Not really the placement, however. Goal kick. They made a brilliant start here, and the manager's tactics are clearly giving them the upper hand once again.
Absolutely. Tactically, they had the better of them in the last encounter, and that's happening again today.
And snuffed out the danger immediately.
Yeah, that's good positioning and excellent reading of the situation.
Haaland. And the challenge halts them in their tracks. Warren Zaire-Emery. Doing well to win it back. What can they do from here? Vinicius Junior. Zaire-Emery. What can Real do from this position? Flag raised for offside. And quick thinking defensively. Bellingham. Oh, big opportunity. Oh, that is a terrific save.
Well, that's a great save from that sort of range. Really good reflexes.
Well, the short corner routine. Oh, you'll have a go. Super stop.
That's defending of the highest quality.
Santiago Colombato. Yanis. Hassan.
Importante para Mateo Flores.
And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Might be a chance here. And a goal! Now they have their opener, and now they can celebrate.
Well, here's the replay, and just look how quickly they break forward once they win the ball back. And there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
So underway again here, 1-0 the score. Flavius Daniliuk. Santiago Corombato. Well, it's a decent looking attack, this. Over the touchline for a throw-in.
Well, those stats show us that Real Madrid haven't had that much of the ball, but their attacking play has been really incisive. It's been a really good display from them so far.
Valverde. Now with Bellingham. Really fine piece of defending play to break us up. Space to exploit. He'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Ball one. Well, the stoppage time situation. 1 minute here. Can he score? And it's in! Real Madrid firmly in charge here.
Well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football at its very best. And Haaland wasn't going to miss that one. From that sort of range, he was always going to score. What a well-constructed goal.
And so it is, the first half story has been written. Well, the ball moving again, and Real very much in charge of this one. Warren Zaire-Emery. Must be! And massive credit for the save. It was splendid, but was the shot the best option?
Well, I actually think it's a good effort. It's a great save, mind you.
Well, they fancy a short one. Takes the shot. My goodness, that save. Fully stretched he was. One for his own highlights reel. And played short. Takes it on. Oh, fully stretched. And deciding to go short with this one. Genuine chance. And he's gone for power. So close to finding the net. More football for you to enjoy from La Liga coming up here on EA TV. It's Real Oviedo, and they'll be up against Osasuna. This is looking threatening, and he's broken free. A goal! They're absolutely racing away with this. 3 to the good now.
Well, this is worth watching again. Haaland beats the challenge with such ease, and once he gets onto it, he just smashes it past the keeper with great technique. What an emphatic finish that is.
So the action continues, and Real very much bossing the proceedings. What was the chance they could get caught out on the break here? Opportunity it is! A goal! How about that? He's put it away to make it a hat-trick!
Well, here's the replay, and just look how quickly they break forward once they win the ball back. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
A lopsided contest, 4-0. Daniliuk. Bailly. Well, that ball looks promising.
Yeah, really good vision there.
That's a good ball. Well, just the tackle that was needed. Well, this is the home of live football, and excited to have more action from La Liga coming up for you. It's Real Madrid facing Sevilla. Maybe dangerous here. 20 minutes to go. Well, they stopped them in their tracks. Quick counter could be on. But they took care of the situation defensively. Possession given away, unfortunately. Jude Bellingham. Oh, fancy footwork. A goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
So they restart the game, but that goal truly feels like the final nail. Osman. Corombato. Daniliuk. Good looking run. Well, a bit wasteful from the merengues. Hassan. So 2 minutes of stoppage time here. Well, now they have possession. Well, the threat could be there. Can he? And you've got to credit that magnificent piece of defending.
Well, how did he defend that? That's a great recovery.
The referee's whistle, full time it is, and Real Madrid are the side who move on.
Well, it was all at a bit of a canter, to be honest. They dominated pretty much from the start, and it left the result in little doubt. They'll be full of confidence going into the next round.
Well, what a game we have in store for you today. The hype has been building all week and the fans are pouring into the stadium. The tension palpable. Stay tuned, we'll have all the action for you live from the Bernabeu here on EA TV. Hello and welcome to the Spanish capital, Madrid. We're here at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu. I'm Derek Ray, and my commentary partner, as always, is Stuart Robson. And on the menu for you today, live action from La Liga EA Sports. It's Real Madrid against Sevilla.
Well, this should be interesting today. I like the makeup of both teams. They really do have a good balance of attacking and defensive qualities. But the team that has the greater desire will probably come out on top.
And the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Iker Casillas begins in goal. Eder Militao plays alongside Ibrahima Konate in central defence. And handed the task of playing up front is Erling Haaland. And this is how Sevilla will line up.
Well, it's a 3-4-2-1, so it's going to be interesting to see what's expected of the wing-backs here. Are they going to be high up the field or drop deeper to make a back five? Only time will tell.
And we're off. The first half begins with plenty of anticipation in the air. Amin Gouiri. That's a good-looking pass. Oh, chance! Oh, top goalkeeping! And he's fired over the corner. Sevilla couldn't keep it. Vinicius Junior. Well, you can use the numbers in many different ways, but what is absolutely crystal clear is that Real Madrid have a very stellar home record in the league, Stuart.
Well, 9 wins from the last 9 games tells you how well they play here. Their ability to press high up the field, I think, is the main reason for this record. It's so hard to play against.
And take it away. Cafu. And can they exploit the space out wide? Josip Stanisic. Nianzou. Plenty of talk from the pundits coming into today's game, focusing on Virgil van Dijk. The rumours are true. He's going to end his wonderful career at the end of the season. And what a loss for the club that is bound to be, Stuart.
Well, it's slightly surprising because he still looks a very good player. But he obviously knows his own body and thinks he can't perform at his best anymore. I think he's made a brave decision.
Right, a good moment, I think, to send it over to Alex Scott, because I understand there's been a change to the scoreline at the Estadio Benito Villamarin.
It's a goal for Real Sociedad. It's now 1-0 with 18 minutes on the clock.
Cheers, Alex. Vinicius Junior. Oh, in with a chance. And there it is, the opening goal, 1-0, and they'll feel they deserve it.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace on the counter-attack. They were so quick to break out from their defensive positions, and there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. Lucien Agoumé. Guiri in possession. Excellent assessment of the situation at the back. And Real's creative tendencies coming to the fore. Josip Stanisic. And back with Garcia. Well, you really have to applaud the ambition. Oh, moving it nicely. Can they create something? Joan Jordan. Crucial intervention just then amid impending danger. Haaland. This looks more than decent. Bellingham. It's in. They're looking really relaxed and confident and not giving the opposition much of a look in.
Well, here it is again, and the pace in which they break forward is devastating. It's so hard to defend against, and when he gets onto it, he holds off the challenge, keeps his balance, and makes good contact with the ball. That's a top-class finish.
So back underway with the scoreline standing at 2-0. Gongi Nyonzu showing good defensive judgment. Haaland. Erling Haaland. Oh, a brilliant save.
Well, that's what you want from your keeper. Stops like that.
And deciding to go short with this one. Wasn't going to let that one get through. And another corner following on from the last one. And the short option preferred. An audacious chip. Well, he might smile. The goalkeeper has no interest in smiling.
Well, this is a brilliant finish. Great awareness, good technique, and a bit of composure as well. What an excellent goal that is.
So the action continues and Real very much bossing the proceedings. And the first half is in the history books here at the Bernabeu. Well, the ball moving again, and Real very much in charge of this one. Can they set up a chance? In position, and you cannot argue with a hat-trick. Simply unstoppable today.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder, and then what a finish. That's been hit with such power and pace. The keeper has no time to react. It's a brilliant strike.
A lopsided contest, 4-0. Joan Jordan. And Garcia now. Promising possession, this. Now, I believe there's been a goal in the Real Betis game, so let's hear all about it from Alex Scott.
It's a goal for Real Sociedad. You could see he knew what he wanted to do as he stepped up to take that free kick, because it was executed superbly. They're back in this now with 53 minutes played.
Many thanks, Alex. And a strong tackle. Counter-attacking chance. Well, it broke down, alas. And the fans are lapping this up. The manager has them on the cusp of a victory in the derby.
Yeah, win today will certainly make the manager a hero. What a performance they've put in today.
Agume. Electing to shoot. Well, it didn't worry the keeper. Haaland. Now with Bellingham. Could be dangerous. Still trying to make something happen. And take it away. Can he find the net? That is how to keep it out of the net.
Well, that's defending of the highest quality.
And they need to get tighter. Well, it came to nothing in the end. Chance to finish. And a goal here. There it is. They've done it.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder, and the finish is clinical. He just makes it look so easy, doesn't he?
Minge. Room to roam for the Merengues here. Oh, beating his opponent with ease. Warren Zaire-Emery. Can they do it? Well, shooting from that tight angle, wishing he hadn't bothered.
Well, he went for goal, but probably not the right decision, I would say.
Well, they are committed to making the substitution here. Nuno Mendes. Strong challenge. 10 minutes to go. Well, there's been so much talk about a potential transfer, but it's potential no more. It's fact.
Well, it's an exciting transfer, isn't it? He'll add a lot of quality to his new club, and you'd expect him to have an impact straight away. Good player and fair value for him, I think.
Can he find the right pass? Now, maybe room here for the counter-attack. Oh, it's on! A goal! An exceptional performance, this. 4 to the good now.
Well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football at its very best. And when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
So the match has restarted, but a real sense of inevitability about it now. Tanguy Nianzou.
Cambio en el Madrid.
Here's Jordan.
Con el 27.
Nianzou.
Entrará en la
And we will have a couple of additional minutes at the end here. Johan Jordan. Composed. Big chance! Oh, not to be! Stopping a certain goal. So there goes the final whistle. Real Madrid victorious, and their fans are going to be happy with this.
Well, it was a very assured performance, wasn't it? I was particularly impressed with their play going forward. Really lively, almost cutting through at will at times. The result was never much in doubt, if I'm honest.
The two sides have fought long and hard to get to this stage. They're in the semi-final, and they know they've got to make it count. No point in holding anything back. Stay tuned, we'll have all the action for you live from the Bernabeu here on EA TV. Hello from one of the great venues in world football, the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu in Madrid. My name is Derek Ray, and my commentary partner, as usual, is Stuart Robson. And what we have coming up for you is the semi-final first leg in the Cup. It's Real Madrid facing Celta Vigo.
It's said that semi-finals are the best games to win and the worst to lose. And while the hosts are clear favourites, I still think this could be a great match. Full of individual battles, a lot of passion and great skill as well.
But I'll tell you what, I really admire the fact that Jude Bellingham can do just about everything. He can score, he can set up chances, he can defend. What do you expect to see from him in this game?
Last time out, he scored 4 goals, and what a brilliant performance it was from him. His movement was good, he was clinical in front of goal, and he was a constant threat. He's in tremendous form.
The wait is over, now we're in business. And the starting players for Real Madrid. Iker Casillas begins in goal. Nuno Mendes plays with Cafu in the fullback positions. And the lone striker today is Erling Haaland. Bellingham! And a goal! The opening statement in this semi-final. How important could that prove to be?
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And then what a finish. That's been hit with such power and pace. The keeper has no time to react. It's a brilliant strike.
Well, back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Moriba. He's a manager who's held the upper hand in past encounters.
Yeah, and he just seems to know how to play against this team, doesn't he?
Chances on. And a goal! Another one! 2 in quick succession. No wonder they're celebrating.
Well, here it is, 1v1 against the keeper, and the outcome was never really in doubt. He never looked like missing that.
So the ball rolling again, 2-0. Moriba. That's a good-looking ball. Might be a chance here. And unable to dispatch it past the goalkeeper.
Yeah, he'd like to have that one back again.
Moriba. Dodo. Might lead to a chance. And a precise challenge just when it was required.
Yeah, super stuff there.
Well, maybe a good position from which to counter. And the chance slips away. Nuno Mendes. Here's Valverde. Given away by Real Madrid. In a decent position. Could cross it in here. Trying to tee it up. And with that, the attack breaks down. Could be a chance to break. And in with a real chance. A goal! How about that? He's put it away to make it a hat-trick.
Well, here it is again, and the pace in which they break forward is devastating. It's so hard to defend against, and once he gets onto it, he just smashes it past the keeper with great technique. What an emphatic finish that is.
So the action continues, and Real very much bossing the proceedings. Dodo. Could be threatening. Oh dear, up a dead end. It was promising. Possibilities for them to counter. A goal! And I'll tell you what, on this sort of form, very few would lay a glove on them.
Well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football at its very best, and it's a great finish. He holds off the defender, keeps his composure, and finds the back of the net. It's a marvellous goal.
So underway again here, and they know full well this is an uphill climb. Moriba. Well, this could really help the cause. Opportunity, and a goal here! There it is! They've done it!
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder, but there's still plenty to do from here. He hits it so well, though. Lots of pace, lots of power, and the keeper just can't react in time. It's a great strike.
Goals in plentiful supply, 4-1 currently. Well, the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game. Well, he's such a fine all-round player, isn't he, Jude Bellingham? And he's showing that in this game.
Well, what can I say? He's been absolutely outstanding. He's been a continual threat when he's had the ball, that's for sure.
And off and running again after a dizzying first-half performance by Real. Will we see more of the same in the second 45? Jude Bellingham. Warren Zaire-Emery. Well, all doing their bit to keep them out.
Well, that's how to defend the edge of the box.
Ilaix Moriba. Well, we wondered if this deal was going to be done. In fact, it has now been done, Stuart.
Well, I think he'll fit in well to their style of play. He's a skillful player, but the move will just bring out the best of him. It's a good signing for both him and the club.
And he's broken free. Oh, how about that for a tackle? Well, more live La Liga action for you to look forward to here on EA TV. It's Real Madrid against Barcelona. And a goal to delight the fans. Just what they were hoping for.
Well, here's the replay, and just look how quickly they break forward once they win the ball back. And Haaland made the finish look easy, as he so often does. It's a lovely goal.
A glut of goals. 5-1 it is. 30 minutes to go then. Now opening things up. And look at this! Splendid defending. Well, we have a mouth-watering tussle from La Liga coming up for you here on EA TV. It's Celta Vigo facing Sevilla.
And what a game that will be. Two good teams in a great...
Shaping to shoot. Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of that performance.
Well, as you can see, he hits this with so much power, but just look at the follow-through. So athletic. That's a dynamic strike.
Con el 7, Vinicius.
Moriba. Well, that's how to put in a clean tackle. Real in a good position out wide. Oh, you'll have a go! Well, plenty of power, but just too much height on it. And they will make the change now. Real Madrid doing well to regain possession here.
Queridos aficionados, informamos de que el club instalará una pantalla
Vinicius Junior.
para que la visiten antes de
Now what can they do from here? And he's made headway. And in! Oh yes! Exactly what they were hoping to produce. They've delivered the goal.
Well, as you can see, the defending is all over the place. That's far too easy for the attackers. The goalkeeper's got absolutely no chance there.
And passing it well. Could be. Oh, a brilliant set. Oh, touched onto the post. Now, who can he play it to? Hold on. Oh, burying them beneath an avalanche of goals. No let up here.
Well, let's look at this again, because the transition when the ball changes hands is so quick. And then the finish is just as good from Haaland. He just strikes the ball with such power and accuracy. That's a wonderful goal.
So the match has restarted, but a real sense of inevitability about it now. Dodo. Decent position. Oh, it might be. And there it is, a goal. But will it be purely a consolation at this stage of the proceedings? They haven't been at their best.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. He skips past his marker, and that gives him the space to get his shot away. Excellent stuff from him.
Cafu. Maybe dangerous here, and that is offside. Well, a splendid individual performance, but the manager elects to make a change. We will have 3 minutes of additional time at the end here. Dodo. Moriba. And there it is, the full-time whistle. It's advantage Real Madrid going into the return leg.
Yeah, and what a performance it was. You can see the confidence in these players. The belief has been growing with every game. This tie's not over yet, but they must know, barring a major upset, they're just 90 minutes away from the final now.